we have been so graciously received here by our friends from the Islamic community, and I suppose in many ways our visit is a reflection of the fact that Ireland and Belfast is increasingly diverse, that we now have so many new and exciting opportunities because of that diversity. And our message this evening is that nobody should be fearful of this. This is a positive for all of us. So we have paid our first trip. This will not be our last visit. We're sure of that. There's much work to be done to support each other, to celebrate each other. And I'm happy to say that we have all made new friends this evening.
There you go. Brits out, everybody else, and they support the Islamification of Ireland. They support the plantation of Ireland, the new plantation. Sinn Féin are nothing but a bunch of anti-Irish traitors. They have sold out the men and women who gave their lives for Irish freedom. They've turned their backs on them. You know, Bobby Sands, the great Irish martyr, said, "Our revenge will be the laughter of our children." Well, Sinn Féin, dead babies don't laugh. You also support the murder and the butchering of unborn Irish children. There is no future for any country, particularly Ireland, if you persist and you insist on killing unborn Irish children. There will be no future. The Irish birth rate is plummeting. The indigenous Irish birth rate now is 1.1. That means every woman is having, on average, 1.1 children. We need it to be double that, 2.1 minimum, just to sustain the population. And that's another thing that's never talked about. Birth rates. And Sinn Féin obviously support the plummeting of Irish birth rates. They support abortion, forcing our youngsters to leave, and they support mass migration into Ireland. This January marks the 5th year anniversary of our party newspaper, the Irish Patriot. I'm very, very proud of our paper. We've distributed, I don't know exactly, but roughly as close to 500,000 newspapers of all our issues in the past 5 years. I'm very grateful to everybody who supported our newspaper. Anybody who's handed out our newspaper all over Ireland, at their protests in the towns, put them through letterboxes, left them in churches. We're very, very grateful and honoured that we've been able to keep this going. It's now that time again where we need to raise funds for the next issue of our very own newspaper, the Irish Patriot. That's one of the issues there. It's the only Irish nationalist newspaper in the whole island of Ireland. Now, we want 50,000 newspapers printed. And, for example, we'll be covering a story about the 4 murderers who fled the UK, came to Ireland, are now roaming the streets. It's our job to tell the truth. The mainstream media are not doing their job, so we must cover what's happening. And, you have to understand, too, a lot of people are not on social media. A lot of the older people are not on social media. So we need to get through to them other ways. And the Irish Patriot newspaper is the best way. And we have, over the past 5 years, developed a very tight-knit, highly motivated distribution team all over Ireland. Now, I want a distribution team in every single town, and eventually we will get there. But we need to keep pushing forward now. But unfortunately, look, I can't do this on my own. The reason that there is only one Irish nationalist newspaper in the whole island of Ireland, our paper, the Irish Patriot newspaper, is because you support it, you fund it. And again, we need support every single issue. Unfortunately, this issue, we're struggling quite a bit. But I'm hoping people listening to the stream will support me. There's a link in the description to support it. Anybody who's listened to my stream the past number of years know we get the newspaper out there. We're true to our word. Once the newspaper comes in, I spend days on end packaging up newspapers, sending it out in the post to our distributors. Now, we do sell it as well, but we give a lot of the newspapers out to our distributors to put them through letterboxes to bring the truth to the Irish people. Now, we need to raise as much funds as possible to get to our target. I can't remember, it was just over €3,000, I think, is what we need to get this newspaper printed. If you want to chip in, there's a link below this video, newspaper fundraiser, I think it's called. Chip into our campaign. If you can chip in €10, great. If you can chip in more, even better. Now, there's a monthly button too if you want to set up a monthly donation. That helps us as well. Really, really important to get the newspaper out there.